Hey, thank you very much to be watching this video. Today we're gonna learn more about introverted thinking, how this works, how this cognitive function works, what are the words they use, how to talk to them, what are the personalities that use introverted thinking, and how to influence them as well, right? Hopefully I didn't repeat myself. Let's get started. Personalities with TI, first of all. Do you know them? There are 8. First, ISTP, then INTP, then ESTP, ENTP, ISFJ, INFJ, ESFJ, and ENFJ. Those are the 8 personalities that have TI, introverted thinking. Introverted, first of all, this word means that you are focused on yourself, on the inner world, while extroverted, on the other hand, is focused on the exterior world or what others are doing instead of what you are thinking or feeling. Introverted, inner, right? So the introverted thinking is about having an inner sense of truth instead of basing the facts or reality on what other people believe. You base on your own system of verifying if it's true or not. It's an internal system. It is called logical because it's like, if this, then that. And we are going to explain this in details shortly. Some of the issues with TI people is that they have problems gathering new data, listening to other people's opinions, and updating what they know already, because information oftentimes change, right? So it's important to be updated. And there is a certain problem with TI users in being updated with the newest information. It is basically around finding the core or the mechanisms of an idea, or concretely speaking, of how something works, like the mechanism of how something works, concrete or abstract. And it's highlighted here, deductive reasoning. This is exactly what it is, the TI, deductive reasoning. And we're gonna jump on that. Let's see. Deductive reasoning. It starts with some general statement or a principle or a premise, and provides a conclusion that is most likely certain. We're gonna compare this to extroverted thinking also soon, and you will see what the difference is. So you have parameters to understand each other. So deductive reasoning, which is the introverted thinking, right, is all about finding the core quality of an idea or a certain mechanism, or something physical, concrete as well. And the conclusion will always be certain about this logic process. For example, you have premise number 1. If it rains, the ground will be wet. Second part or idea, it is raining. Okay, what can you conclude if it's raining? That the ground will be wet. It's basic logic. Example number 2. All humans are mortal. You are a human, therefore you are also mortal. Let's compare to TE, extroverted thinking, which is inductive reasoning. So the TI is about finding the core quality, and the extroverted thinking is about generalizing by quantity. And the conclusion of this thinking is probable. Examples. I have seen 10 swans. All of them were white. Therefore, all the swans are white. It's a probable, idea or conclusion. It doesn't mean that all of the swans are white, but it's probable because all that I have seen were white. So probably they're white, all of them. But as you know, there are also the black swan. So it's a different way of thinking. Another example, every time I eat peanuts, my throat itches. Therefore, I might be allergic to peanuts. It's possible. That's highly probable. It's not true per se, it's not certain, but it's highly possible. So basically, this is a bit, okay, this is a little bit sensible and hard to define the differences, but that's what it is. TI can be really reduced or explained by deductive reasoning. It's taking an idea, slicing it, and seeing what is the smallest part of that to see what is the essence of this idea, what is the substance of it, the core. While extroverted thinking is, okay, there's a bunch of material, boom, 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 and let's bring all together. And okay, this looks like something, right? So it's a different process. One, it's adding up, and the other one is, I forgot the name in English, subtracting until the smallest piece. All right, I hope you understood that so far. That was the most important part about the mechanism, right, of TI. And now we have some words of people that have TI usually use. Some of them here. Believe, know, think, understand, true, core, why, how, mechanism, makes sense, it is logical, conclusion, incorrect or correct, definition, opinion, and idea. How they talk, right? How do you identify a introverted thinking person? They will say oftentimes, I think, I know, I believe. It's all internal, right? It's an introverted function. I. It does make sense. In my opinion, this is wrong. How does it work? How, The truth. And then a more sophisticated example, the following sentence. If we assume that hard work leads to success, then it doesn't make sense that some hardworking people never achieve it. So this is another example of logic, like deductive thinking, reasoning. How to influence these people, right? Because, or how to listen to them, how to create connections with them, if that's what you want, or with yourself, because you must understand how you work as well. First of all, when dealing with someone with TI, show interest in what their thoughts are and their beliefs are, and try to offer some new information to them as well, right? So, for example, you can say, what do you think or believe about aliens? And then you hear them speaking, what their opinion is, and then you can add something. Did you know that, like 2 months ago, there was a big incident where, some military, part of the government, actually had some weird contact on footage on camera about a UFO or some sort of like that. I can show you. Offer some more data to them uh, that is obviously related to their um, opinion, right? Or to the topic you are speaking. So if you're talking about aliens, don't tell them, a new recipe on how to do a cake. That's not related. That's stupid. Please don't do that. That's dissonance, all right? Um, Another example of how you could talk to them. Well, have you thought about this other perspective? Then you show another perspective of their opinion. So, for example, aliens, right? Ah, have you thought that maybe aliens or UFOs are just some natural phenomena that we don't understand yet? Just add something, some piece of information to the what they are talking about. And a good one is tell them, oh, your ideas, TI user, helped me to feel more confident or helped me feel more clear about this, because also they are actually wanting, desiring for you to feel good. The point is also that with their ideas, they will help you make you feel better. So I say, oh, nice idea. I feel more confident about myself now because of what you said. For example, the introverted thinking person is always searching for the extroverted thinking person. So you talking to them, you would ask their opinions, their thoughts, what they believe, ideally adding some new stuff, updating them. That would be nice. Because they just want to be heard, recognized. It's a good word here, being recognized, and make others feel better, right? That's basically it. TI is about processing information. TE, on the other hand, is about gathering. So, conclusion, my dears. Let's see a meme here that I really liked. How TI manifests on each position, right? Dominant, and then you have auxiliary, tertiary, and inferior. Okay, for the more advanced students, do you know which personalities have TI as a dominant function? ISTP and INTP. Okay, they are very very analytical, very thinking about very many details. Auxiliary would be ESTP and ENTP. They can be a bit rough on correcting other people. They are not very sensible, let's say like that, into correcting or giving their opinion. They might be very blunt on how they say what they think. ISTP and INTP it's similar, but ESTP and ENTP, they are extrovert and they are more like harsh, more direct, and more like they do it more out of nowhere without you asking them, right? TI on the third slot, tertiary personalities are ISFJ and the INFJ. So they have a tendency to overanalyze things to the minimal detail, overthinking, right? In a way. And I really found funny here the inferior, ESFJ and ENFJ. Yeah. When you when they see some inspirational quote online, because this is so true, and they feel, oh, that's so deep. Just seeing that morning post on Facebook, those old people. Oh wow, this is so deep. Yeah, I really agree with that. Yeah, it's funny. Well, guys, that's pretty much it. I really appreciate your time being here. This video was a bit longer. I'm sorry for that because my purpose here is to make videos that are more direct to the point, not so much with information and branches going out. I want to be straight to the point and direct and concise so you can learn faster without all of the stories around it, right? And well, again, thank you for being here, for watching until the end. Thank you for investing on yourself because you are learning more, you're getting more knowledge, and you're becoming more valuable. And you can now develop more your relationship with yourself because you understand more yourself or your friends or your relationships or both, ideally. And I would ask you to make a comment, share, obviously give a like because that helps me. I need to eat and I need to make money. And well, it will be fun if I can bring some interesting knowledge for you and you give me a thumbs up. That's interesting. Make sure to comment, Ask a question, give a feedback, complaints, compliments, because then we can continue the discussion, right? And then you will learn more from that as well. So thank you and see you on the next video.